Well, delighted to welcome along to our press conference room this morning Bhupat Seemar, the UAE champion trainer with two runners on Saudi Cup night. Walk of Stars going in the Dubai World Cup and Trafalgar Square as well in the Red Sea. Bhupat, first off, welcome to Saudi Arabia. Great to see you here this morning, and you must have been delighted to see your two horses looking so well on the track this morning.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. It's always great to be here in Saudi Arabia. We were here for the inaugural Saudi Cup, and since then we've been coming, I think, almost every year. So, yeah, great place and good to be here.
And the stable back home operating really well, the likes of Walker Stars and Tuz have really been flying the flag for you this season.
Yeah, Tu's been great. He's unbeaten since Golden Shaheen, and he runs again on Super Saturday if all goes well. Walker Star's done really well. He's won his last two quite impressively. He won a Grade One in his last start. We were first and second in that. So yeah, he deserves a place here, and he's doing really well.
And do you feel he's really taken a big step forward over the last 12 months, Walk of Stars?
Yeah, I mean, he ran. He was a very high class horse when he was running in UK on the turf. He ran in the Epsom Derby, and then we had him, and he only had three races on the dirt, and he was thrown on the deep end with the best dirt horses in the country, and he performed. He performed really well, and this year he's really learned how to race on the dirt, and he's come around and he's done last two runs very impressive.
And have you been, as much as he's been learning about the dirt, you've been learning about him as well? He seems to have come back in trip and adopted to really forceful tactics really well.
Yeah, he's a horse who's got tactical speed, and he does have stamina to go with it. But he's very adaptable horse. He can go forward, he can sit second, he can sit third. So there's no, we're okay about that.
And how impressed have you been with just how he's gone wire to wire in his races?
Yeah, he's a horse like one of those horses like tours as well. They've got a lot of speed, and then they got stamina to burn everything else out. But I hope now you're in a international Group One with the best horses in the world, and we'll see what happens from here.
And he was very impressive last time, beating one of the rivals for the weekend in fact, the Cheval. How much confidence does that give you coming into a race such as the Saudi Cup?
Yeah, nothing taken away from Factor Cheval. He ran a very good race. First time on the dirt, he was third. Um, yeah, but our horse, he's turning out to be a proper dirt horse. His only worry would be is he looks at everything, and he needs to adapt to the place. So I hope the next couple of days he's going to get used to the place.
And what encouragement have you seen in how he's travelled over and adapted to his surroundings initially?
Yeah, today was the first day he was on the track, so he was like a 2-year-old looking around everything. But I'm hoping in the next couple of days he's going to get used to this place. That's what I'm looking forward to.
And we've got the draw later on today. It's a track that doesn't seem to favour draws, but do you have an idea where you'd ideally like to be positioned?
Well, I guess like every other trainer, we would all want probably anywhere between 3 to 7, somewhere there. But he's a horse with a lot of speed. You think he can adapt to any draw.
And you've got local owners for this horse. Was the Saudi Cup always going to be a race that was quite prominent in his targets?
Yes, it's very important to them. They're based here. They're a big stable here, and I they started their thoroughbred racing with us in Dubai. So I'm glad that we've been able to bring a horse back into their home country and trying to fly the flag for them.
And we have to ask you, given you got your Dubai World Cup baseball cap on, Laurel River, unfortunately not with us. How is he?
Yeah, he's good. He had a small little hiccup. He knocked his joint a little bit in a canter one day. He was just feeling very fresh, so we missed crucial work. But I just saw his videos today. He's training on the track. He's good, and hopefully we'll get a good clean run from here on to the World Cup.
And it's been a real shame not to see him. I think we're looking forward almost to 3 rounds of him taking on Romantic Warrior in the Al Maktoum Challenge coming here in Dubai. But it seems like those stars are not going to be aligned this year.
Yeah, it would have been great for the public to watch. Good for the racing world to see. It would have been great fun, but unfortunately, it didn't happen.
And what do you make of Romantic Warrior coming here? He's been the talking point, really, of this great turf horse coming onto to dirt for the first time.
What can I say about him? He says that all about himself. He's the highest earner in the world. He's this or he can travel anywhere in the world. He's been to so many different countries, and he's a very special horse. And it's good to see him run here. And I think the track here does suit. I mean, it does suit all kind of horses, but I think it does suit the turf horses as well.
And speaking of turf horses, Trafalgar Square goes for you as well on Saturday. A horse is not exposed for the stable, but he was almost peaking towards the back end of the season in Europe last year.
Yeah, he's mainly raced in France. He's a very high class horse, and he's owned by a new enthusiastic owner, Omar. He's got a few horses with us. We wanted to give him a run in Dubai, but just things didn't work out. We had to withdraw him. His blood wasn't perfect, but he's good now. He's great. Ideally, would have liked to have a run before we came here, but this is going to be his first run for the stables. But he's doing really well.
Okay, we'll open to questions from the floor. If there's any questions for Bhupat, we'll again get the microphone around to you. No? We did a good job, Bhupat. Tom, then. Thank you.
Bhupat, you described Walk of Stars now as an adaptable horse with his run style, which is amazing given where you were with him. What did you do specifically to help him to adapt and also to go from a horse that never necessarily looked as though he wanted it at the finish to go past to now winning races on the dirt? You must have changed something specific at home.
Yeah, he's a horse who needs a lot of confidence, more so than most horses, I would think. And he'd always been the bridesmaid. He was always running second. He was second in the Godolphin Mile. He'd been second a lot of times, but just never got his head in front. We just started doing something differently with him. We used to always gallop him behind horses and let him catch them. But this time we had him in front and get his confidence up in front. And he would gallop from the front end. And I think that just gave him a lot of confidence.
Do you think you have a chance of sitting off the speed on the big night itself? Or is your best chance in your mind to try and go gate to wire?
No, he's very adaptable. He can break from the gate really well. He can sit wherever you need him to be. And I think he's a little bit of a change horse now.
And finally, on horses you brought out here in the past, and it's not always been the happiest of hunting grounds with some great horses. Have you changed anything? Have you learned anything about bringing horses to Saudi that might make it different this time?
Well, I've learned from experience and mistakes and whatever we call, but I think I got a lot of fast ground horses here, fast dirt horses, and they were just spinning the wheels here a little bit. And then they went back to Dubai on that track again, which is just a fast dirt track. So now I know we need to get a little bit of a different horse here. While Walk of Stars, he's very adaptable. He's raced very successfully on the grass, and he's done very well on the dirt as well. So I think a horse like him maybe is probably the horse, and we'll find out soon.
Good luck, thanks.
Thank you.
And how important is it that, and it's maybe the one, if there's any benefit of Laurel River not coming in, that you got Tai O'Shea, who knows the horse really well to ride on Saturday?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it was, Tig knows both horses, and it would have been a tough decision for him to not sit on one and to choose the other one. So I guess in a way, for Tig, it's worked out good, but overall, we would have liked to have seen Laurel River over here because his owners are from here, and they would have liked to see him here.
Okay, but he's very much on target to be back in Dubai for the World Cup.
Yes, that's the plan, and I hope everything goes well. And you know how it is in horse racing. From one day to another, things can change, but that's the plan, and please God, everything works out.
Okay, well, we wish you the best of luck with him. Again, any questions yet? Jamie, just get the microphone to you.
Talking about Laurel River, he's going to run just 2 races this year. That opened you the door to go abroad with him this year after the Dubai World Cup?
Well, that's a decision and discussion to be had with the owners. He's not getting any younger, but obviously he is who he is. He still has every enthusiasm that he always had. So yeah, 2 races this year. Last year we only did 3. If his owners decide to go and campaign him internationally, then definitely open to it.
Okay. Well, Bhupat, thanks for taking the time to come and see us today. We're looking forward to seeing Laurel River back in Dubai, and we look forward to seeing how Walk of Stars and Trafalgar Square got on Saturday.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thanks.
Good night.